ships or aeroplanes. इसका है भाई. All aeroplanes are jets. Oh, same है क्या?
Same हो गया. Some aeroplanes are tanker.
Where is this? Sorry. Take an example. Some cups or jars. Some cups or jars. No jar is kettle. No jar is a kettle. Take the statement A.
Some cups are not.
Statement 1. Some cups or kettles. Some cups or kettles. Some cups or kettles. Some kettles are not cups. All kettles are cups. All kettles are cups. No cups or kettles. Some cups are not kettles.
Some cups are not.
You're not drawing anything, right? Good. Without drawing, you're able to say an answer. Huh? Good. I like it. Chalo. Everyone look here. How many of you are comfortable with fifth one as an answer? Good. I like it. Chalo. Now, some cups or jars, I think more or less you got the logic already. You know, we did not wait for all the rules. More or less, आप लोगों को बैठ गया दिमाग में. Anyways, some cups or jars, no jar is a kettle. For technical reasons, I would like to teach you rule 2. Now, what rule 2 says is, say for example, in this question also, some ships are aeroplanes and all aeroplanes are jets. Right? Now, rule 2, look here. I'm explaining rule 2 which is not needed to solve these two questions. You can do it logically also. You have done it already. But rule 2 as a learning will help you in terms whenever you are confused. Now what is that? Now some ships are aeroplanes and all aeroplanes are jets. Your middle term, according to your rule 1, middle term should be distributed. So your middle term anyways is distributed here, so there will be an inference. So one is few people can immediately see answer has to be some ships or jets. Logic है, already आप लोग immediate inference को इतना अच्छे समझ गए कि ना आपको आंसर दिखने लग जाएगा. कभी नहीं भी दिखता है, the few options that you can easily eliminate. Some ships. Here, do we have full information about ships? So how can it be all ships or jets? So this cannot be my answer. So our inference में there is all ships. Right? Your inference has ships to be totally distributed. But is it distributed in the premise? So there is no way it can be all ships. Now, no ships.
Universal negative.
Even in this also ships is totally distributed, which is not distributed in the premise. So even this cannot be my answer. Now all jets or ships, in all aeroplanes or jets is just jets distributed. Only aeroplanes are distributed. Is jets distributed? No. So but here in all jets or ships, is it distributed? Yes. So even this cannot be my answer. So rule 2 is a rule of elimination. You cannot have a term to be distributed in the inference unless it is distributed in the premise. Are you getting what I want to say?
Yes.
Now let's apply that rule here also to this logic. This can be done in a different way also. I'm trying to explain you rule 2. That's the reason I'm taking another example. Because it's a very lalu example to explain. So here's a good example to explain. Now, some cups are jars and no jar is a kettle. Right? Now, you will logically, over a period of time, you will understand, which will be our rule 3 and rule 4. If one of your premises is particular, another is negative, your answer has to be a particular negative. Logically, एक particular है, एक negative है. Can I have an inference universal?
No, sir.
Right? Can I have an affirmative
No, sir.
inference? No. It has to be a negative inference and it has to be a particular inference. So logically speaking, whenever you have premises as particular and negative, your inference has to be particular negative. Logically. So answer ये दोनों में से कोई एक हो सकता है. Some kettles और not cups हो सकता है या some cups और not kettles हो सकता है. बाकी सब बेकार है. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now the question is ये दोनों में से कौन सा correct है? That is when your rule 2 will help you. Some kettles are not cups. So in this who is distributed? Right. Some A's or not B's में कौन distributed था? B. Your cups is distributed. Is cups distributed in the premise?
No, sir.
So this cannot be my answer. Some cups are not kettles. Here kettles is distributed. Is it distributed in the premise? Yes. No jar is kettle. My kettle is distributed. That's my answer. You want to check the same rule for different things. All kettles are cups. All kettles are cups. Here kettles distribute हो रहा होगा, but
That's a universal.
Universal.
it's a universal. So you got that logic. Are you with me?
Yes.
So let's take rule 2. No term can be distributed. No term can be distributed in the conclusion. In the conclusion, unless it is distributed in the premise. No term can be distributed in the conclusion unless it is distributed in the premise. Does that logically make sense to you? Yeah, I mean, you are having something to be totally distributed in the inference and it's not distributed in the premise. कोई sense नहीं है. So that inference cannot be a logical inference. So that's what is your rule 2 say. So I keep saying rule 1 is the best way to understand whether you will have inference or not, whereas rule 2 is a rule of elimination. Right? So rule 1 is mother of all rules and rule 2 is rule of elimination. Take rule 3.
सर इसको थोड़ा डायग्राम से समझा सकते हैं
इसको बेटा
इसी को इस एग्जांपल
समझा सकता हूँ क्यों नहीं बट डायग्राम बंद करो माइंड में हाँ ये लॉजिक सुनो कुछ बिठा लो सम कप्स और जार्स नाउ योर सम कप्स और जार्स now no jar is a kettle so there is a jar that is not a kettle so एक जार से kettle कहीं दूर है right so ये jar से kettle दूर है तो there are some cups which are inside the jar which are not kettles so some cups are not kettles right तो आप बोल सकते हो सर ये डायग्राम यहां हो सकता है यहाँ भी हो सकता है ऐसा. In that case also, you know that some cups are not kettles.
Some jars are not kettles.
No, some cups. Jar is a middle term, na? I'll try to do this. Some cups or jars. ठीक है?
Yes.
Now, no jar is a kettle. Now you don't know, but you know that jar and kettle are away from each other.
Okay, okay.
So that kettle could be here.
Or it can be in
Within
cups.
cups.
It could be within cups also. It could be here also.
Of cups also.
In any which case, I know that there are some cups. There are some cups that are not
Jars.
Kettles.
Sorry, kettle.
Some cups are not cups. Now, let's see, some kettles are not cups हो सकते हैं. In this case, some kettles are not cups is right.
लेकिन उन दोनों में तो
But in this case, it is not. समझ आ रहा? But इतने इतने ड्रॉ करके कंफ्यूज होके टेंशन नहीं लेने का.
समझ गए.
Logic को दिमाग में बिठा लो. Guys, am I making sense now?
Yes.
So why I said no need of any Venn diagrams? That's the logic. If you get fundamentally what we are doing, you get that अरे यार ये सब करने की जरूरत नहीं है, इतना सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है. Distribution समझो, premise समझो. Rather rule 1, rule 2 are enough to solve all questions. But for academic reasons, rule 3 ले. If one of the premise is particular, inference has to be particular. Now, using rule 3, ये question easy हो जाता है. Some ships are aeroplanes, all aeroplanes are jets. Now rule 2 भी apply करने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये all है, no है, all है, भैया एक ही आंसर हो सकता है. कोई दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत नहीं. When one of the premise is particular, your inference has to be particular. Are you okay? Is everyone okay? That's your rule 3. Take this example and just mark it. Take this example once again to prove a point to your rule. Rule 3, ये example फिर repeat करो and इसको mark कर दो directly without using any brains. Rule 4. If one of the premise is negative, inference has to be negative. If one of the premise is negative, inference has to be negative. Take this example once again. Here, now you have particular negative. Negative है, so immediately you know this cannot be my answer, this cannot be my answer. Now, but logically you also know that some cups or jars are known. There's also a particular statement, therefore universal negative भी नहीं हो सकता. तो generally क्या होता है, पांचवा भी कुछ और नहीं हो सकता रहता है. So you immediately get an answer. So if there is only one option of particular negative, that has to be your answer. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. But here in this case there are two, so we have to cross check. फिर drawing करेंगे ना, पिटाई करूँगा मैं. No Venn diagrams, please. Quick logic. Some kettles are not cups, some cups are not kettles. Quickly check. Not cups. Is it distributed? No. So this cannot be my answer. Therefore, this has to be my answer. So, are you okay?
Yes.
Brilliant. Rule 5. if both the premise are particular, yeah, very good. No inference can be drawn. मैं बोला ना, logic समझ जाओगे तो rule 5, rule 6 are only for the sake of academic learning. If both the premise are particular, no inference can be drawn. Take an example, some bullets or guns, some guns or tanks. Options for conclusions. First option, some bullets or tanks. No bullet is a tank. Some tanks or bullets. Okay, so do we need to understand this? Anyone needs help on understanding this last example? Huh? What is the statement given? Some bullets or guns. Some guns or tanks. So, some bullets or guns. So, if you want to understand from a Venn diagram, some bullets or tank, some bullets or guns, right? So, here is saying some guns or tanks. Now, which part of guns or tanks you don't know? The diagram could be like this. The diagram could be like that. Yes or no? Or the diagram could be like that also. So these are the three possibilities. So for every possibility there could be a different answer. So we are saying we will not even worry because some bullets are guns, your middle term is guns, which is not distributed. So there is no sense in having a conclusive statement between bullets and tanks. No conclusion can be drawn. Period. Yeah, are we making sense? Everyone? Good. Last, there is no need to give an example. We are directly taking the rule 6. Rule 6. If both are negative, no inference can be drawn. Rule 6. If both the premises are negative, no inference can be drawn. Example, first statement, statement A, no car is chair. No car is chair. Second, no chair is cat. No chair is cat. So simple, no confusion होके लिख दो, अभी option भी के कोई मतलब waste of energy. Okay, it's 10 to 9 by my watch. You want to take a quick 10-minute break, you can start at 9 o'clock.
Sir, all these rules work only when there are two premises, or if we have more than 3 or 4 premises?
Logically it will fit like that only, right? If you have say 3, you connect 2 and get to 3, and that you can connect the same logic to 4.
I'm asking if you have a third premise in this question, as no car is a cat, or no cat is a car, then you can make conclusions.
So what I'm trying to say is, don't get in there as of now.
Okay.
When you get used to this, you extend this logic to the next level also. One more premise also.
Can we do some examples?
If you have example, I can do it for you. Okay, so first, don't go there. See, what happens is, that's what I want you guys to understand. Don't think too much about it for now. First, get used to this. You'll realize everything else will fall in place. Every question looks simple now. If you want to practice, let's do it first, then we'll take a break later. Do question number 11 to 15. Do it now. Oh, you're going to office. Okay. Next half floor, I'll be teaching logical consistency. You're okay with that? Good.
Sir,
in all the questions there will be a middle term, always common term, not middle term. If in some question common term is not there, then we will make any.
Give me an example. Don't worry, we'll come across. There's another thing that I'm going to teach. We are not yet totally done. There's something called complementary pairs. After that, we are totally done. So, पहले ये पांच करो quickly. Can I get a pen or pencil? How about you?
I have
Oh, then take it. You're giving me. One more.
Then, sir. Excuse me, sir. Rule 6 में sir, no car is a cat inference हो सकता है. No car is chair. No chair is cat.
कैसा हो सकता है? नहीं.
No car is cat.
मैं बताता हूँ. I will explain it. Don't worry. बाकी प्रॉब्लम्स होगा. Not done yet. You apply rules, फटाफट हो जाता है. Rules in the sense, don't use rules as rules. If you are mentally clear with it.
Option is wrong.
If the 15th option is,
B option is
that's okay. But there is an answer in the options.
yeah, because of that all.
Yeah, whatever will be ruled out, right? So answer is CAE. Shall we do it? Yeah, let's do quickly one after the other. So 11th one, what's the answer?
C.
Right. Now let's see how you're going there. Right? A, B, F. A, all green is blue. B is all green is white. Will there be an answer? Yes, because middle term is distributed. But when we go and check F, all blue is white. So now all green is blue, all green is white. All blue is white. Is it the answer?
No.
Why?
Neon.
Neon may not be this.
So because your all blue is white, may or may not be named. All blue is distributed fully, which is not the case in any of the premise. May or may not be wala discussion nahi ab se. Guys, A, B, if you look at A and B, all green is blue, B is all green is white. So your middle term is distributed, which is green. But your F is the conclusion is what he's saying, which is all blue is white. In your all blue is white, all blue is distributed. Your blue is distributed. Is it distributed in the premise? No. So your first choice cannot be the answer. A cannot be the answer. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because inference पे कुछ distribute हो रहा है, वो premise पे नहीं हो रहा है. It cannot be my answer. Don't think, don't draw anything. Quick. Okay? Next. A, E, F. A, E. What is E? All blue is yellow. All green is blue. All blue is yellow. Middle term is distributed. F. F is what? All blue is white. So there's no logic at all there. So that is not the answer. Option C. C, D, B. C is all green is black. D is all black is white. Your B is all green is white. Yes, makes sense. Your green is distributed in the premise as well. So that's the answer. Option C is the right answer. Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. Question number 12.
C.
Is everyone okay?
Yes.
Do I need to explain? No. Right? See, for example, C, D, F एक option है, वो तो directly ruled out है. क्यों? Sum आ रहा है वहाँ पर.
No inference.
No inference. Okay. Yeah. Go to 13th.
B.
Option B. B for Bombay. Good. So let's see how we arrive. AFC. First one is AFC. All beaters cheat. Some beaters cheat. All beaters cheat. Some beaters cheat. Sorry, which one?
This.
AF, na?
Both A and B are only.
Same. It is talking about beat and cheat only. There is nothing to conclude there. So A cannot be the answer. Option B. BDE. All teachers beat. Some teachers beat. All teachers cheat. Sorry. All teachers cheat is your option, statement B, and your D is some teachers beat. Now E is saying some teachers beat and cheat. Makes logical sense. Yes or no?
Yes.
sir.
So that's your answer. Answer is B.
So that is a purely logical thing.
Yeah, there's no need of applying a logic there. See, what I mean to say is,
No need of applying rules.
So there are few things that are direct. See, over a period of time, you're not actually applying rules. You're applying logic only. But your rules are going to help you to think easier. Confusion nahi rahega mind mein. That's the only reason why you're learning rules. 14th one?
A.
Is everyone okay with that?
Yes.
15th?
B.
D for Delhi. And trust me, you will crack all possible questions. If you remember the flow in which we have learned the class, just revise it once I can tell you, you'll get 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 5 in syllogisms wherever you use it, if you apply these rules properly. Okay, so there's one more small interesting stuff that needs to be done. Then I'll go to logical consistency.
My doubt is that what does middle term mean? It means that it comes twice or it comes first statement in second and
For me, yeah, it's not about it coming twice. For me, it means it's the connection between first and third statement. It's not about coming twice. Obviously, it has to come twice. It has to connect both. But there is something coming twice, but it's not connecting first and last statement. Then there's no logic about it, right? Okay. So it's 9:05 by my watch now. So 9:15. No? So quickly, 45 minutes में, I'll tell you one more rule and we'll wind up logical consistency also. Okay. Yeah. Take an example. Side heading put as complementary pair of conclusions. Some bullets or guns. पर थोड़ा देर AC ऑन करते हैं. Yes. हाँ.
Just one only. Just on one only.
Some bullets or guns and some guns or tanks. Some guns or tanks. Some bullets or tanks. Answers. These are two initial statements, right? In the choice, take A. Some bullets or tanks.
So we have already written.
Yeah, but I want to take that example once again. Some bullets or tanks. No bullets or tanks. Now, some bullets or guns, some guns or tanks. What are the options did I give you? So if I take this as A and B. Yeah. First one, what was that? Some bullets or tanks. Or tanks.
No bullets or tanks.
No bullets or tanks. Now take the third option, either one or two. Fourth option, none. Yeah, what's the answer?
C. Third.
Third one is the answer. Yeah. So this is another catch or another situation that is asked or extensively used in CAT. So generally what happens is some bullets or guns, some guns or tanks, ये देखते ही अपने को लगता है some, there is no inference. We end up marking none. But you should be aware of the situation. You should know that this is not true, but these two are complementary pairs. So some bullets or tanks or no bullets or tanks. These two, either of it has to be true. If you want me to make you understand using a Venn diagram, I can do that, but I don't think it's required. Logically, one of these has to be true. Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is one situation that will definitely come. So on this, I'll give you some small notes you can take down, so which will help you in any situation. Logically, you have understood. I'm giving you notes for, whenever you want to revise, that will help you. There may be many cases. There may be many cases of complementary pairs. There may be many cases of complementary pairs, but you should note the following points. Should note the following points before selecting a complementary pair of conclusions. Before selecting a complementary pair of conclusions. Point one. Each of the conclusions in the pair should not be valid. Each of the conclusions in the pair should not be valid or true individually. So, yeah, does it make sense? I mean, ये भी points याद रखने नहीं रखना है, आपको दिमाग में लेना है. So, can this be true on its own? No. This can it be true on its own? No. So, individually they should not be true. That's a basic condition for to become a complementary pair. Are you getting it? Yeah, good. So, statement 2. Yeah, second one. In a complementary pair, of conclusions, subject and predicate of both the conclusions should be same. कभी कभी आपको परेशान करने के लिए सब्जेक्ट प्रेडिकेट चेंज हो जाता है कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री पेयर में. So, but complementary pair में subject and predicate should also be same. So, for example, there's some bullets or tanks, no bullets or tanks, so you should see that logically they are fitting in the same flow. Okay. Third, and that's the most important. One of the conclusions should be affirmative and the other be negative. Yes or no? One should be affirmative, another should be negative. A few examples. All A's or B's, some A's or not B's. So if you look at all A's or B's, right, is an affirmative there. Some A's or not B's is negative, and that fits in the bill there, right? Take another example. मैं तीन pairs आते हैं, मैं तीनों दे देता हूँ इसको. Some A's or B's, some A's or not B's. Some A's or B's, third example, third complementary pair, third possibility. Some A's or B's and no A is B.
So does they be always exhaustive?
Not necessary.
So in terms of at
I
least
got your
one,
point.
so like A is divided into two things.
Yeah.
So one is in two statements, one is giving half picture and other is giving half picture. So it should be exhaustive.
Now, so here we are saying some bullets or tags, right? So you are talking about exhaustivity of bullet or are you talking about tag? Not necessary, right? पूरा कवर करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Not necessary.
क्या सर हमको समझ
He's what he's saying exhaustive मतलब नहीं exhaustive. He's saying पूरा complete knowledge दे रहा क्या overall as a complementary pair. No, it's not necessary is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is here they are individually not true, but definitely they are complementary. If some bullets or tanks and no bullets or tanks will ensure that this either ये तो भी होगा या तो ये तो होगा.
Yes sir.
Right? So is it giving the total knowledge about everything? No. These together, is it talking about exhaustively about bullets? Not necessary is what I'm trying to answer. Are you okay? So we're done with this. So बाकी examples आप लोग देख लो, and we'll get into what is called logical consistency. Yeah, take an example.
Sir, I have a question.
Good.
Sir, if you see first and third example, they are exhaustive, A and B both.
Correct.
But if you see second one, like in this option, it is not exhaustive.
Correct.
It is only universally distributed at B or C.
Correct.
So, there can be a case.
There can be a
when
case of exhaustivity. Yes, yes. No, not necessary is what I said. I didn't say it is exhaustive. नहीं होना चाहिए. Not necessary. In a complementary pair, should it be exhaustive? Not necessary. His question was, should it be exhaustive? I said not necessary. So what you are telling me is right. In few examples it is exhaustive, in few cases it's not. Correct. But मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? Logically you have understood now. Now when it comes to exam, don't worry much about examination hall में. Should always work towards maximizing your score. ज़्यादा दिमाग मत लगाओ exam. I'm telling you. I mean, today your NIT class students are in this class. I was sharing in my last class. I was telling all the students. I used to run a class batch of NIT batch way back in 2008 at Career Launcher, Hyderabad. So the problem that I used to face was these kids were really good, right? But in a mock exam, they were not clearing cutoffs in quant. Whereas if I give them an entire quant paper, they'll crack all 30-40 questions that used to come. But in the exam situation, they were not clearing cutoffs. The only reason for that was they were challenging too much with the question paper. मतलब भाई question number 1 आ रहा, 2 आ रहा, 3 आ रहा, 4 आ रहा, 5 आ रहा. 1 लल्लू है, second difficult है, third difficult है, fourth लल्लू है, fifth भी लल्लू है, not लल्लू नहीं तो moderate है, right? So पहला लल्लू कर दो, difficult छोड़ दो यार, go to लल्लू. So they used to spend a lot of time with this difficult question. In the given context of the exam, you are losing time by spending time on a difficult question. So what I used to consistently tell them, the only way to maximize score is you are not challenging anyone in examination hall. Your knowledge will be with you all your life. In that 2 hours, your focus should be, if you know how to crack these questions, crack them and move on. Right? So the questions you are asking for academic reasons, I am answering you. Right? But मैं बोल रहा हूँ इतना मत सोचो. Simple रखो. Logically आपको पता होना चाहिए भाई फट. I mean मतलब if you are eliminating, should know how to quickly eliminate, get to the answer and go ahead. That's it. आगे बढ़ते जाओ. उस question के बारे में ज़्यादा मत सोचो. You will waste a lot of time in the examination because in the given context, you need to maximize both your attempts as well as your accuracy. So वो challenge को solve करो. Cracking that is not difficult. So, good. Coming back to questions. Yeah. Logical consistency, take a question, take an example. If it rains, I wear a raincoat. It is raining, I'm wearing a raincoat. Not wearing a raincoat. I am not wearing a raincoat. It is not raining. It is raining.
A and C.
Only C.
Am I? Modern maths A, D is also right or B is also right. Anyone? How many of you are super confident of A and C? Okay. Oh, fine, good. What about others? क्या confusion है भाई? Yellow t-shirt? Not sure. Not sure. Sir,
Yes.
you're confident. You think A is right. What about C? What do you think?
Correct.
A and C.
A and C.
A and C. Okay. So any other? See, what you need to understand here is, if it rains, I wear a raincoat. Now, what does that mean? If it rains, I wear a raincoat. Now, first statement says it is raining.
So I'm ready.
So it is raining. I mean, if it's raining, I will wear a raincoat. Now, it is not raining.
You may.
So I am not wearing a raincoat. Can you confidently say this?
No.
No.
Why? Why not?
You can wear the
You can
raincoat.
raincoat just for fun.
Or without.
Yeah. So here the logic is, if it rains, I wear a raincoat. He's telling you, if it rains, I wear a raincoat. So I'll give you another situation. I come into the classroom wearing a raincoat. Is it raining outside?
No.
Can't see.
You cannot say. You're not sure. Because I might be wearing a raincoat otherwise also. So if today I wore a sweater to the class. Does that mean it is chill outside? Not necessary. Maybe I'm trying to hide my belly. Yeah, so the point I'm trying to make is, I'm wearing a raincoat inside the class doesn't mean that it's raining outside. Right? So if it rains, I wear a raincoat. So what I keep saying in this kind of questions is, if P then Q. One is,
P or Q or negation Q.
yes, so instead of worrying too much about the statements, I would like you to look at it this way. If P then Q, if P happens, then Q will happen. P will imply Q. Or negation Q will imply negation P. This is like a cause and effect. If this happens, this effect will happen, right? So that doesn't mean that if effect happens, something like, I'm wearing a raincoat, right? So that doesn't mean that it is raining, because that effect can happen for otherwise also. मतलब P होने से Q होगा, but Q होने के अलग तरीके भी हो सकते हैं. तो जब भी Q हो रहा है, doesn't mean that P भी हो रहा है. You understand what I'm saying? So if P then Q, P will imply Q and negation, Q will imply negation. Okay? So take that.